So you're wondering what there is to do in New Braunfels. Well, today we're going to talk about the 17 top things to do in New Braunfels, Texas. So stay tuned. Hey y'all, so you've been wondering what there is to do in New Braunfels. Well, today we're going to talk about just that. If you like the videos I'm putting out, hit that subscribe button down below and also hit that bell so you're notified every time that I put out a new video. Let's get started. Number 17, Green Market Days, not G-R-E-E-N, G-R-U-E-N-E. Green Market Days is held the first full weekend of every single month from like February to November. It's awesome. It's on Saturday and Sunday. They've got lots of vendors out there, tons of them that are local. You can find everything from like fine leather work, from my personal favorite, file saddlery. You're also going to find, signs, house decorations, swing sets, but you're also going to find foods such as like pickles and popcorn and whatever else you can find. Dried meats, you're going to have cheeses, tons of stuff. I mean, I can't even, begin to touch everything that they're going to have out there. But it's a great time. It's family friendly. It's pet friendly. Bring the little ones, bring the dogs, whatever you want to do. And just have a good time. My wife and I, we love to go out there. We take the little one, throw him in a stroller, walk around for a little bit, an hour or so, visit some of our favorite shops and, pick up a few things. But it's a good time to have, by everybody. Number 16 is the New Braunfels Farmers Market. So it's held in downtown New Braunfels every single Saturday from about 9 to 1. Again, you can pick up, like there, you'll pick up fresh produce. They've got some food stands whenever everything's kind of back to normal, such as like empanadas. I've had Indian food there before. It's right next to Krause's, which is a German place here that's got a beer garden. They got great stuff, lots of stuff to do with the kids, pet friendly as well. And it's a good place to support local also. Number 15 is downtown New Braunfels. So we're not a huge city that's going to have, blocks and blocks of a downtown area. We're going to have 3 or 4 blocks. So down during the day, if you're into like antiquing, there's several antique shops. So antiques, boutiques, you can go get some ice cream. There's some restaurants down there that you can hit up during the day. It's nice just to stroll around, sit around, just very relaxing, have a good time. At night, you can hit up some of the bars. There's plenty to do around there. They've got just regular bars. They have a sports bar down there. If you're into wine, they have wine places. There's a piano bar as well. It's a good time to have at nighttime as well. And then you're in New Braunfels, so even if you wanted to take an Uber, it's not going to be that expensive because it's not going to be that far of a ride. Number 14 is one of my personal favorites and something that we do almost every single year, and it's Wurst Fest. So it's a 10-day salute to sausage, polka music, and beer. It starts on the first Friday of November at 5 p.m. and goes on for 10 days. You're gonna have tons of beer, sausage, other kinds of German food like potato pancakes. You can get some fried Oreos there as well, some fried pickles. Tons of people come around from all around the U.S., all around the world to enjoy Wurst Fest. It's one of the top Oktoberfests, even though it happens in November, one of the top Oktoberfests that we have, or that happens in the world. Lots of tents with live music. The Alex Miner Band is there. He's one of the top ones. Everybody loves coming to see him. It's just a real good time. The wife and I like going. Before we were married, like even some other friends and I, we would go out there at least once, maybe twice. They've got like a carnival area for the kids as well. It's a good time to have. All right, next, if you're into wine, there are vineyards and wineries around here. Plus there's also lots of wine places just inside the city that you can go to. The wife and I, on our first date ever, we went to Green and we went to the Grapevine, and we also went to, I think it was the Green Vineyards, or Green Winery. Great place, go do some tastings. There is, what's it called? Dry Canal Creek is a vineyard around here. Go out there, have a relaxing time. Again, pet friendly and kid friendly. Go do a wine tasting, pretty neat. And also not too far from here in Fredericksburg. We're about an hour away from Fredericksburg. If you want to hit like the big wine places, do one of those tours and you hit up like 17 different wineries, that's only an hour from here. All right, we talked about wine. Number 12 is breweries. If you like a cold beer, we've got a couple of breweries right here in town. You got the Guadalupe Brewing Company and the New Braunfels Brewing Company. Go in, do some tastings. You can buy bottles, you can buy those growlers to go, whatever you want. Sometimes they even sell kegs, I believe. We can check, but If you're in a craft brews, they've got some good ones. Number 11 is Fisher Park. It's one of the newer parks here in New Braunfels. It's only a few years old. They've got some great walking trails in it. They also have a splash pad for the kids. It's a great splash pad. They've got one of those things that have like a big bucket, and whenever it fills up, it's gonna dump on the kids. Your tax dollars already pay for it, so basically it's free. There's no paid, admission or anything. Take the kids out there, have them play on the splash pad whenever it gets really hot out here. Put them on the swing set, whatever. Fisher Park's a good time. Number 10 is Landa Park. So Landa Park is one of the biggest, or the biggest here in New Braunfels. There's families that come in from San Antonio just to go to Landa Park, because we've got Landa Lake. There's the aquatic center. They've got a train that rides around the park, plenty of parking. There's also, several playgrounds on there. During 4th of July, near the golf course, it's right across from Landa Park. The city puts on a huge firework display. What else? Barbecue stations, pavilions, all kinds of things. Number 9, and this is a big one. You can go tubing. You can go tubing on the rivers. We have 2 recreational rivers that are here in town. You got the Guadalupe River and you have the Comal. The Guadalupe starts up there around Canyon Lake, gets fed out of Canyon Lake, and the Comal spring fed. So the Comal is actually the same temperature year round. So you can even jump in it during the winter, go swimming if you like. It's more than likely going to be warmer in the water than it is going to be outside. But use one of the local, tubing agencies that we have around here. You pay them, you rent a tube, you jump in, you float down to the last exit. They pick you up and bring you back. Number 8 is you can visit some of the museums. We've got places like the Sophienberg that has a little bit of the local history. We have a railroad museum here that's in the downtown area. And there's also a firefighter museum in the downtown area that has some of the history of the New Braunfels Fire Department. So number 7 is the snake farm. And it's not just snakes. So they've got snakes that are going to be on the inside, from little small ones to big old boa constrictors or pythons or something. They're huge. But they've also got some bigger animals out back, like big cats and stuff like that. Very family friendly. Take the kids back there. They also have a small petting zoo that you can go into, give them some food, and let them just run around, pet the little goats and the pigs and whatnot, whatever else they have. Number 6 is the McKenna Children's Museum. So take the kids there. It's a lot of hands-on stuff, such as like arts and technology and the art of gardening and things like that. So they can go in, have a little hands-on stuff. They've got like little stations set up for the kids and everything. You can also host birthday parties there. Number 5. So I've only ever done this once, but I can't wait to go back. And that's a Stars and Stripes drive-in movie theater. Yes, we actually have a drive-in movie theater around here. It's great too, because you pack them all up, you pack them in, you can bring your own food, or you can get food from their concession stand. You back up your vehicle, have it forward, whatever you want to do, tune it in to your radio, and you can watch, I think, 2 movies while you're there. So the price of 1 admission gets you 2 movies. I think they have like 3 screens, but 2 will be visible to you. Number 4 is Canyon Lake. So just north of us is like an 8,000 acre lake that you can go out to. Visit one of the many parks they have around there, go swimming, you can go boating on there, fishing, just about anything you can do on a lake, right? So we've got Canyon Lake if you want to cool off as well. Number 3 is Natural Bridge Caverns. So this one isn't in New Braunfels, but it's just a short drive to it. So they have the caverns themselves where you can go down, I think it's about 180 feet below the ground, see the big caverns, but they also have a wildlife park there as well. You go in, you pay your admission, you buy some food for the animals, and you can just drive through the park and you can see and feed like ostriches and zebras and all kinds of different big game. And I believe they have like some rhinos out there, some giraffes. They don't necessarily come up to the vehicle, but you can still go see them. It's great for the kids. They love feeding the animals. And you know what? I like it too. Okay, number 2 on my list of the top 17 things to do in New Braunfels, Texas is Schlitterbahn. Schlitterbahn is a huge water park right here in the middle of town that sits on the bank of the Comal River. It's all fed by the Comal, so you're not gonna have that nasty like Clorox, chlorine smell. It's all spring-fed water right from the river. They have tons of rides from like, water slides to tube rides to tube chutes, like a little boogie board thing that you can ride down with artificial waves. Great time for the family, great time for kids. Go check it out. And the number 1 thing that we love to do around here is go and visit Gruene. Again, it's not G-R-E-E-N, it's G-R-U-E-N-E. Gruene is not actually a town, it's a historic district here in New Braunfels, but it has a lot of history here. It has Gruene Hall is the #1 thing, which is the oldest dance hall in Texas. It brings in lots of people. So Gruene itself brings in like over 1 million visitors to New Braunfels every single year. Like I said, you've got Gruene Hall. You can stop in, go grab a beer. They don't sell liquor. They don't take cards, so make sure you've got some cash. Back in the day, they would have acts like Willie Nelson, George Strait. Those guys would come out here and play Gruene Hall. You still see tons of acts there all the time. Lots of live music around there. You can go and pay admission to be inside, or if you don't want to pay, just hang out around, outside. Next door is Gristmill. Sometimes you can even hear the music from the Gristmill. Speaking of Gristmill, it's a huge restaurant. It's great. You got to try their full rack of ribs. They're awesome. Oh, and so is the chicken fried steak. Actually, I don't think I've ever had anything bad at Gristmill. Tons of restaurants. So you've got Gristmill, you've got Green River Grill, you've got, Cantina del Rio, you have Adobe Verde. Some of the best ice cream that we have over there, or that I've ever had, is at Ray's Ice Cream. It's all handmade, just about a block down from Gruene Hall. You got antique shops, boutique shops. If you're into fishing, there's an outfitter there to go buy clothes and fishing gear. Handmade crafts. There is another place that I love going. It's the Green Olive Tasting Room. They have tons of balsamic vinaigrettes and olive oils that are flavored. You can go there, you can sample them. The staff is awesome. I can't even go in there without walking out with something every single time that I go. There's bed and breakfast around there, small little hotels. There's places to live around there too. We'll go into that in a different video though. But Gruene is my #1 place. The wife and I love going there. It gets really busy during the summer on a weekend, but outside of that, it's a great time. Plenty of parking. There's a huge parking lot over there. So go and check out Gruene. So that's my 17 top things to do in New Braunfels, Texas. If you like what you saw, again, hit that subscribe button so you can see my videos that I put out every single week. Also hit that bell so you can be notified every time that I put out a new video. And we have tons of people that are contacting us all the time. I just got off the phone with 2 different people this week that are moving from California. So contact us. If you're thinking about moving to New Braunfels, give me a call, give me a text, shoot me an email, whatever you need, and we'll set you up. So until then, we'll see you next week. Y'all take care, y'all. Bye.